Okay, so this next video is about the media library here. One thing you might notice is at the top, my URL of the web address I'm using for the site is changed. This is because I'm using the local version that's installed on my computer because it's a bit faster. In your world, it will still say www.choice-international.com/WP admin. Right, so the media library, I'll click on it to show you. This is where all the images on the website, pretty much every single image on the front end of the website, will be stored away here in the media library. So anytime you want to add any content to the website, change any page, change anything, these are all the logos for the logo slider carousel thing that's on the home page. These are all the different options for the grayed out background images you can have on the home page. They're just some images I thought might be useful, but we haven't actually used them at the moment. These are all the mugshots, and most of the rest of these images are from the forum posts. Because there's a lot of images, what we do is we keep the images organized into directories. So if I want to administer the logo slider on the home page, for instance, home page logos, I can click on that folder, and once this spinner stops spinning, it will show me just those images. And if I click uncategorized, I know it says 13 here, but ignore that. There's nothing in there. So if there's anything in uncategorized, just try and make a point of dragging it into the appropriate folder so it'll work. Sometimes when you're editing a page or a forum post, you'll have to upload a new image. So I'll show you how to do that. You just click Add New. So I already did, get rid of that. Add New. Oh, I can even drag them in, so let's do that. Now I'll show you properly. Select Files. And let's select Homepage, Originals. What about this one? Okay, so it's going to upload that image now. And once it's finished uploading, it should appear here. It does. It's in the uncategorized section, so we still need to drag it into a category. Home page images. There we go. So if we click on this folder, it'll show us all the home page images, including the one we just dragged in. Now, we don't really want this one in here in real life because they're all black and white, but let's pretend we did. The last thing you need to do whenever you upload an image, and this is quite important, is click on the image, and it will let you edit the contents here, the metadata for the image. This is important because anyone who's partially sighted uses something called a screen reader to read the website. They can't see it, so they get the computer to read it out to them. So their screen reader might say something like, join an event. Here is a picture of a man in a wheelchair playing basketball. Wheelchair basketball. Laura Mipsum, blah, 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 blah. Now, the way it knows that the picture is of a man in a wheelchair playing basketball and not a picture of a tree or anything else is the image metadata. So the title and the alternative text need to describe what the image is so that a screen reader can tell the partially sighted person. So in this case, it's going to be a wheelchair basketball high five picture. Something like that. Just so that the partially sighted person knows. I can't spell, look at that. Just so that if anyone's using a screen reader, they know what the image is. And then, so yes, once you've entered the alternative text and the title text, you can just close this down. Okay, and then it's in there. Now, the last thing to note when when uploading images is that ideally you should have gone into Adobe Photoshop or a image editing software and cropped the image so it's the size you want, resized it so it's the right number of pixels, and saved it as a JPEG or a GIF or a PNG, ideally with the maximum compression you can get away with without making the image look bad. That means the image file sizes will be as small as possible before you upload them here into WordPress. The reason we do that is because it affects page load speeds quite a lot. You could have an 8 MB image that's really small on a web page. This image could actually be an 8 meg image, and all it's doing, it only needs to be like a 10K image, and all it's doing is just displaying a little picture of a man. So if we do upload very large images behind the scenes, the page load speed slows down, and it might affect our Google rankings as well. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing you need to panic about. But what I would say is if you don't have access to Photoshop or you don't know how to do all that resizing and processing the image, just upload the image anyway, but notify us, let us know that you've done that to give us the opportunity to go in, grab that image, and edit it in Photoshop and re-upload it for you once it's nice and compressed and formatted well for the web. All right, thank you. The next video is going to be on the navigation menu, I think.